Hey, what's up, Grant? A quick demo video for you for your KR Krossguard. Been working on this for a few days too. Just got this done today. This installed the Proffie V2. You've got CCSabers LED pixels for all the emitters. So your main emitter and then your two quilons, however you say it. Three of them are in there, right? So what you want to do to get to everything is you want to, right here on this clip is where I made my cut for my wire. So you just take this piece right here and you just pull it out just like that. And then you want to take this handle and turn it counterclockwise and pull it straight out. Everything's extremely tight in here. This saber is known for a little bit of wobbling. I went in and I took care of that. This is probably the 5th or 6th one that I've done. I've learned a few things along the way. I went in, I locked everything down. This is probably the tightest KR Krossguard that I've done. I don't think that you'll experience any wiggling through the engine all the way down. This thing's just solid. So when you take that off, here's your board, right? You got your Proffie board. It is a press fit down into the shelf, but I do go ahead and run a piece of art tape on this guy. It's probably not something that needs to be there, but I do put a divot in the chassis for it, just in case it's ever needed. So I just went ahead and threw a piece on there anyway. Easy access to your micro USB, but you will need to lift it up a little bit to get to your SD card. Then here's your chassis. It says KR Krossguard over here in Arabic, and then it does say Solo Sabers for me over here in Arabic, and just a little something on the chassis, a little something, right? So this is running a 28mm Smuggler's Outpost Elite speaker. 2-button setup, right? So I made your top switch here. That's your activation, and then your bottom switch. That's your auxiliary. I do have your set of side blades here. Those fire up fine, and I'll show you that. I forgot a battery. Hang on. I forgot my battery. So this guy is running a 21700 battery. This is a brand new battery I'm going to send to you. I don't have a charger that's big enough to charge this guy. My charger is for 18650s. So it is probably a little under halfway charged. It's going to need a good charge, right? Because I've been using this to test this saber as well. I always run just a series of tests before I make these videos, obviously, and let you guys know that it's done. Make sure that it meets my satisfaction. So let's throw a battery in. Spring side, your negative here.
I pushed you in the desert because I needed to see it. I needed you to see it. Who you are.
So we'll take this, push this in. It's going to be a little tight when you push it in. Don't be afraid to push it. Just push it in, turn it clockwise, and lock it, and you're good to go. Now, if you want to go a step further, after you turn it and lock it, what you want to do is, I don't have the screw in, I'll leave it in your box, but there's a third screw that goes here. So once that handle is tightened down, you want to tighten down that screw right there, not the two side screws. That's not going to do anything. That just is for the JLock system on the handle. It's going to be this guy on the very back that I don't have in right now that is actually going to be what locks the handle down completely. So you do have motion controls. So everything looking good. Auxiliary. Twist off. Now if I can show you this so that you can see the main and the emitter, when I turn this on, you're going to notice these side blades do have a bit of a delay on purpose. So we'll do that again. All right, so everything's working good there. And twist off. And then we're going to throw these blades in it. So I've got the main blade obviously is a 1-inch. It takes a 1-inch diameter blade. And then the side blades that you don't have to worry about because you have them already, those are actually 7/8 inch. It's a little tight. I'm not going to use your blade retention that's located right here because it is so tight. I'm not going to go swinging this thing around. I'm just kind of firing it up and showing you that everything works like it should. Now these side blades you do have to put in a certain way. You just want to rotate them around until you find that sweet spot where they're touching the emitter and everything. I'm not going to lock these down either. I don't need to for the sake of this. I might need to lock that one down actually. It's a little awkward to do this on camera, but we'll get it. Let me make sure it's... Alright, let me lock this down. So one thing that I did need to do, this saber always takes a lot of just like little things, getting it install ready. When this came to me, you had your two holes drilled and tapped right here on your outside shroud, but they didn't go all the way through to the inside. So I had to take these off. I had to drill those holes all the way through. One hole is to hold the PCB, and the other hole is for your blade retention. So those both needed to go all the way through. I did that on both sides. I did some modifications to the engine, so that way it would sit flush, because there's like 3 screws up here that it kind of bangs against, and if you're not careful, that's where a lot of that wobbliness comes from that other people have experienced.
I will give you so much more.
But anyway, enough of me talking. Let's fire this up.
Team C.
Well, let's get back to the beginning.
Team C.
Or directly
Wherever you are, you are hard to find.
So yeah, both your side blades working. Sounds really good. We'll go to the next one.
I will give you so much more. What could you give me? Everything.
Battle mode. So of course, if you hit the blade, if you hit the saber, you'll get blade lock up until you pull away from it. Just like that. So we'll take these blades out. But yeah, you can see everything's working like it should. I probably should have locked this blade down during the demo.
What could you give me? Everything.
Whoops. So yeah, I should have locked that main blade down on the demo, but no big deal. We'll take these guys out. So yeah, these guys are working perfect. One more time, we'll pull this out right here. Twist it counterclockwise and pull it out. And then just come in here from the positive side, which is by your speaker. And you can pull that out with your finger, right? And then we'll just slap this back on for safekeeping. Just like that. And then you just take this piece of wire and put it in that clip. Those two wires kind of meet in the middle of the clip so that you can't see it. You can't see the fact that it's separated. So that's what I did there. Let me put this back in. Just like that. So yeah, that is your saber. Let me know if you got any questions. If not, I will try to get this out in the mail to you tomorrow. Thanks, man.